And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at GMB, specifically an interview on the Piers, Karen, Morgan and Susanna agree with everything he says reads, with the man himself, Johnny Rotten. Now, I know everyone doesn't like GMB and everybody hates Piers Morgan because he's a gobshite and a tub of lard, but I thought it was worth bringing to you because Sir Johnny, as I'm going to start calling him, totally destroys the left in this interview. It's poetic, and I'm sure you'll agree. Now, it's probably going to go into limited state, this, because GMB don't understand the term and the phrase is fair usage, so they always strike it. But I thought it was worth bringing anyway. We won't do the actual video. I think I might be able to get around it that way, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But it's well worth a listen. Listen to this, everyone.
You voted for President Trump because you have the right to do that. You're a resident in LA. What is so appealing about President Trump, which lots of people over here find confusing?
With that one sentence, she actually managed to prove she has no idea about the people in this country, just the people in her bubble. But Johnny will explain. Listen to this.
Well, look, I'm working class English, right? It makes complete sense to me to vote for a person who actually talks about my kind of people. Now, the media in America, all of it, it's liberal-minded, it proclaims to be, but it's only really basically liberal with the truth. They toe the line of the Democrat Party by assumption that they know what's best, yet they don't know nothing about, say, blue-collar workers, Latinos, African Americans, in or outside of large cities. It's assumed the position is the Democrat Party attitude. Now, Trump, he's not a politician. He's never claimed to be. How unusually, exceptionally wonderful is that for people like me?
100% right there, isn't he, Johnny? That is pretty much one of the reasons why most of us, the working class, like Trump. But she wouldn't know that, would she? Because obviously she pays no attention to us, just like everybody else, including Labour and the Democrats and Tories.
Working class people, we're bored with your intellectual left-wing ideas. We can't take much more of you. You talk twaddle.
Does anyone disagree with him here?
Everything you do, you just miss the point of who the general population are.
But John Lydon,
yeah, the whinge in her voice. Is that fair, I hear? Is she scared of this sort of thinking? Because it wouldn't surprise me. Would it surprise you? Let's listen.
I was just going to say, what about his rudeness? What about his obnoxiousness?
Nothing for these people. Nothing. And this is why they now support him so loyally, because he's the only hope. Now, you could call him a narcissist, you could call him nasty, he could be many different things, this fella. But he's the only hope, because the system, as usual, is a SH system.
All right, John, let me jump in. What's it like for you? You're in Los Angeles, which is obviously a very liberal city and a very liberal state. What is it like being you with these views?
With these views? So I was right, wasn't I? They're scared of these views. They terrify them. So he's right, isn't he? Everything he's said so far is right. It is an SH system. And these two idiots are propping it up, just like he said.
Surrounded by wokies.
Well, it's hell on earth, let me tell you, right? I've watched what the Democrats have done to California, let alone this entire West Coast, and it's utterly disgusting. I mean, if you want Chaz, Biden's your fella, right? That's it, plain and simple. They've shown nothing by way of progress or making things better for anybody. It's chaotic, it's dogma-led. It seems to have a Karl Marx agenda behind it, although they're confused about their honesty even on that. The politics of left-wing is utter confusionism, and I despise them for it.
As do we, Johnny, as do we.
John, your new book is called
workers.
Your new book is called I Could Be Wrong, I Could Be Right. It sounds to me like you'll probably think you're right.
Bit rich coming from him, that, innit?
Well, some of the time, that's highly likely. The evidence evidence so far on my career has been I'm generally correct. Now, if you ask me who's going to win the election, God, I don't gamble, you know? I just don't, and I wait to see how people view this. But, I mean, so far, whether he wins or loses, Trump's proved a major point that this country has been divided by smart-ass, know-it-all city slickers versus what? The thickos and the stupids of us, you know?
That's exactly what's going on over here as well. Am I wrong, everyone? Let me know.
Because we don't agree with your liberal-minded agenda. Well, your liberal-minded agenda, look what it's done in Portland and Seattle, eh? Do you want some more of that everywhere?
Well, explain what it's done in Portland and Seattle, John.
Hell on earth, right? 140 solid days of rioting, which Biden would quite happily proclaim as peaceful protesting, and what went on afterwards in the later hours is not dealt with. He doesn't deal with Antifa and BLM in any honest way at all. They're not an organisation. Well, they're so closely affiliated with the Democrat Party, so maybe the Democrats are not an organisation either. I'm puzzled by the nonsense of it. It's just completely destructive.
John, in all the time you've lived in it.
This Biden nonsense, right? This absolutely appalling statement of you're not black if you don't vote for him. Now, hello, that really, really upset a lot of black people, right? Yeah. I have to live here. We tolerate that. And this brings me back to that other champagne socialist, Hillary Clinton, who I mistakenly thought was a nice person a few years ago, when she called Trump supporters a basket full of deplorables. Yeah.
John, we have to leave you, but we're going to go and talk to Nigel Farage. Are you a fan of Nigel Farage? Because we're about to talk to him.
Yeah! I love Nigel.
I'm not too sure that Piers was expecting that answer.
I thought you might be.
You were responsible for me meeting him.
Really?
Yeah, on that show that day when Nigel was leaving the stage and I was coming in, there was a dreadful Labour MP getting in our way. I quickly pushed aside to say, hello, Nige.
John Lydon, fantastic talking to you. That's certainly woken everybody up.
It
really appreciate it.
I love the fact
with you, and your enemies always be behind you. May they scatter, flatter, batter, and shatter.
Told you it was good. Well worth bringing. Totally destroyed the left and everything that the left are, both here and in America, to be honest. Perfection, wasn't it? But I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think he was right on everything? Do you think it was really a nice interview that Piers said at the end? It was a lovely interview. I don't think it was. I think he hated every minute of it, to be honest. But we loved it, didn't we, everyone? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Share it out, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.